It's training camp season. Today we're looking at the New York Jets and getting a good look at Justin Fields. We're going to watch him work through some drills, throw the ball around, everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at practice. We're looking at the clips from training camp every single day. We're looking at your favorite players, your rookies, guys you're getting ready to draft in fantasy football. It's all right here. Click that button. Stop missing out. Today we're looking at Justin Fields. He got carted off yesterday. He got a little banged up, but he's back. He's back. And the internet went over the moon with that, like he was getting ready to die, but he's back. He's back. And you'll see him out here. He was stretching. He was warming up. It was dislocated toe. Looks like he's going to be fine. He was listed as day-to-day, but he was out there participating. I also got clips from the other days. We're just going to be watching Justin Fields throw the ball around like we always do. But we have a good amount of clips. I was actually going to go over the clips from yesterday's practice yesterday, but that happened, and I wanted to give it some time because I knew the news that came out about the injury was overinflated, overstated, overzealous when it came out, because I get it. You get that news alert that he was carted off, and you want to act like the sky is falling. But with most of these training camps, if not all of them, the cart comes out on just about every injury. Just about a lot of them. Let's just say a lot of them. That just makes more sense. And the reason why is, one, you don't want to create more damage than what you already know by just trying to walk to the facility. And it gets you there quicker. It gets you responding to the injury quicker. So the cart's going to come out more often than not. More especially compared to what it used to do like 10 years ago. Like, they're just going to bring it out. There's him getting that ball out to Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor, big-time prospect for the Jets. Here's him from today. There's the toe. There's the toe. I think we're good. I think we're good. I told you, sky wasn't falling. That's why I didn't do the video. Like, it would have been just, oh, we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see. But Justin Fields, here's him coming out today. Here's him coming out today. Looking solid. Looking solid. Looking healthy. Like, that's what I would want to happen if my quarterback got carted off. You did not know. You knew it was lower body. Jogging out there, looking solid. He's going to be back there soon. 11 on 11s. Right now, working through some drills. We'll see him take some mental reps behind Taylor, behind Tyrod back there. He's good. He's good to go. So, if you remember that final game against Michigan, he took a hit, and we thought that knee was out. We thought the knee was out. We thought he was cooked. We thought he was done. It looked bad. Against Michigan at Ohio State. He sat out. He had to sit out his play or two. He came back in. First play, rolls out. And we're all iffy, scared of it. We did not know it was going to happen. Rolls out, throws a dart for a touchdown. This is a guy that'll come back in. This is a guy that'll come back in. This is a guy that'll play through some things. He's documented that. He'll play through this. He'll be fine. All in all, when I'm looking at what's going on in training camp, we're still in the infancies. Like, we're getting things ramped up. This is a little hiccup for the short term, and it's going to slow things down, but it's going to ramp back up. There's him in the background. He's just taking mental reps behind Tyrod. Just making sure he gets things down. You see that. Right back there. And there we go. There's Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall is going to be a huge addition to this team. I mean, a huge addition with Fields to this team. He's always been there. I was just coming out the mouth funny. But what I mean by that is I believe they're going to use the run game very heavy. I think Fields is going to match well with him. They're going to use the RPO a lot. And that run game is going to be nasty with the killer bees. Braylon, Allen, Breece Hall. You got Isaiah Davis back there who's been looking solid in camp. You got a good stable of running backs back there. I think Fields mixed in with that, his running ability, that's going to make this run game very nasty. You got a good defense. Offensive lines can cook. And you got Garrett Wilson there where they're going to lean on heavily in the passing game. I think Garrett Wilson is easily going to get around 25% target share. Fantasy-wise, it could be up and down due to game scripts where defense slows it down. It's a dogfight. Maybe we miss on a couple throws. Target-wise, maybe get 5, 6 in that game, but we're leaning heavy on the run, and Breece Hall is cooking that game, using multiple running backs. But all in all, he's going to be leading the team in targets game in and game out. That's the thing about Garrett Wilson. The volume, plays ran, clock ran. I believe the clock's going to run with his offense a lot. I believe they're going to control the ball. And Breece Hall is going to be an X factor for that. He's good at catching the ball out of the backfield. Fields has talked about that during minicamp and OTAs. I think the rapport between him and Garrett Wilson is going to be awesome. I think that's going to be huge. It's going to be back to that DJ Moore status and back to the status they had at Ohio State, the Ohio State tandem. Look at that behind the back. Look at that. Breece Hall is underrated. Like, he's not forgotten about, but he's underrated. He's up there, talent-wise, with some of the top running backs in the league. This is the best running back Justin Fields has really played with in the league, honestly. And they're looking to use that run game. They're going to be using that run game heavy. Fields is going to be able to run that offense well. You got some other pieces in the offense that you can use in the passing game. But when you're looking at Justin Fields being able to take off with it, it's going to give you that floor in fantasy football. Now, the value is dying out when you look at underdog ADP. Like, it's kind of there, but he can give you consistent weekly production at QB1 levels. He could definitely do that. That's the thing about Justin Fields. Justin Fields and his ability to take off with it gives you that floor. That floor is going to help Breece Hall out too, because defenses have got to make a choice with that. And it's also going to help out the passing game, but it may not have the volumes with it. But when you're looking at Justin Fields for fantasy, like, this is a quarterback that if he's healthy and on the field, even if the quarterback plays erratic football-wise, fantasy-wise, it's going to be there. It's just going to be there. And they're locked into him. He's their guy. That's what Justin Fields needed. Like, at Pittsburgh, he was looking over his shoulder. Russell Wilson was always there. He was killing it at training camp. Started off a little bit slow, but also the offensive line, all the pieces around him were kind of iffy. He was starting to ramp back up at the end of that run with Pittsburgh. That's one thing you can call out there. He was starting to ramp it back up, and then Russell came back in. You're looking at Justin Fields here. They are saying he's the guy right when he came into the building. They're allowing him to be the guy. They're giving him every opportunity. And honestly, like, you look at all the situations, this is the best one. This is the best situation he could possibly be in, because you're looking at him and you're looking at what's around him. You got Garrett Wilson. You got your wide receiver 1 there. You look at Breece Hall. You got a stud running back. You got good running backs behind him. Offensive line, there's barely any issues there. You got a good defense that can get behind you, help you out, bail you out. You got a coaching staff that's rooting for you, that's building around you, that's working with you. You see that with the GoPro on the helmet. You see that with the coaching to the side. This is going to be a great run for Justin Fields to develop. Justin Fields might spring forward this year, and it might look a little bit different. If anything, the Jets are going to be fun to watch. The Jets are just going to be fun to watch. I want to see how they implement this offense, because I can't see them not coming out and using the run game heavy. When you got a running quarterback that can take off at elite levels like Justin Fields, and then you also got Breece Hall back there. Like, that's a 1-2 punch. And then you got Garrett Wilson, who can spring up and make plays. I just don't see how they're not going to implement that, how they're not going to lean on that. I just can't see it. And the fact that they're instantly making Justin Fields the guy, like, it's his job, that's more of a testament to me with that as well. Like, we knew what we were getting into. Like, it's been a rough career, and it's also some of his fault, like, call out is, but also he's been in some shady situations with the Bears, and then with Pittsburgh. Like, he was there to compete with Russ. Russ was out with a calf injury. He did well in training camp. Every day at training camp, he was lighting it up with George Pickens. It was a highlight show. Start of the season, start of preseason, that bubble snap. That offensive line wasn't getting right. He also wasn't playing to his potential with Pittsburgh to start things off. And it was just starting to ramp it up. He was just starting to get his feet wet. But now we're with a different situation here. You're familiar with the wide receiver. You got a stud running back, best running back you've ever played with. Your offensive line's gotten right. You got a defense here. All you got to do is make those couple plays a game. Don't turn the ball over. Take off with it when needed. Allow Breece Hall to do Breece Hall things. Convert with Garrett Wilson a few times a game. You're probably going to sneak some wins. You just got to do those what-ifs. And like what we've been saying with every team in training camp so far, there's a lot of teams with a few what-ifs that if they can rectify those, they could be in the running in their division for the playoffs, backdoor themselves in. A lot of fans come into those comments and they're saying, hey, it's guaranteed if we do. It's football. It's the NFL. Nothing's really guaranteed. Nothing's really guaranteed. But if you buckle up them what-ifs, you fix that, your chances increase immensely. And we see this here with the Jets. They could be a sneaky team. They could also be a team that explodes and implodes. That's what I like about some of these teams. Those teams that could either explode or implode, those are the funnest ones to pay attention to because the volatility going into the season, you do not know what you're really going to get week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when you get into the season that first month. After that, you kind of know. You're not knowing what you're getting with the Jets here. But you know there's potential. You know there's upside. And I can see the downside. I know I talk up on these players a lot, but it's going to be a fun ride. Nonetheless, either way, it's going to be a fun ride. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.